I'm
Halo.
waiting on the switch.
Tak, już się zaczęło. Powinno się zacząć. No, witam ponownie. Dawno mnie tutaj nie było, ale wracam i jestem dzisiaj tutaj z gośćmi trzema. Dwóch jest z zagranicy, Hyuk Lee i Hyo Lee. Są to obaj pianiści, ale też zapaleni szachiści, jak było wspomniane w poście promującym, to powinniście zauważyć. No i tak pokrótce zaraz im Was przedstawię, ale najpierw powiem, o co chodzi w tym meczu. Hyo bardzo dużo gra bulletów i blitzów w internecie i postanowił tutaj zagrać mecz z Basią Goraj, która no, to też całkiem sporo grywa na czeskomie. No i zobaczymy, kto okaże się lepszy. Będą grać na początku godzinę tempem 3+1, a potem pół godziny tempem minuta plus 1 sekunda. No i zobaczymy, kto okaże się lepszy. Jeszcze ważne pytanie, czy mnie słychać, czy mnie widać? Chyba nie ma na razie żadnych widzów, z tego co widzę. Okay, so let's start maybe the English part. There are no viewers whatsoever yet, so my Polish beginning was unnecessary, totally.
No, we have 8. No, we have 8 viewers.
We do have 8. Actually, I
Yeah.
see like 0 on my stream.
Where's
Like
that then?
on
So
my
8.
Twitch. 8. Okay, right now
Yeah.
it's correct.
Cześć
So
wszystkim.
it's Hyuk Lee. He participated in the recent Chopin competition in Warsaw and managed to be in the final. And
Stop telling this competition things because
I mean
today we have a
you're
chess match.
yeah, you're really famous for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I mean I thought that you got used to this, but okay.
No. Today we focus on chess.
Today we focus on chess, and
Great.
your brother Hyo, who's in the right lower corner, is playing a match with Basi Goraj, who's in the left lower
Yeah,
corner.
Talented
And-
chess player.
Yeah, and a multi-medalist. So
Multi-medalist.
yeah, like you're the U16 champion from this year, right?
Yeah,
Russia.
you're right.
Okay, and
Wow.
that's kind of good. And okay, so if you want, you can introduce yourselves, and if you don't want, then just we start the match. Like what is your decision? It's up to you guys. You want to say something about yourself or just play chess? Because we all gathered here to play chess. And I mean me and
I mean the players.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
say
definitely.
shortly something about me. Like, I'm just a bullet player mostly, or online blitz games, and that's all. Yeah, just a flagger.
Oh, actually
Yeah.
you played the classical chess also, like this year's
Yeah, but
Warsaw Chess Open.
Yeah, but I don't like classical chess as much as but I love blitz chess more.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. And
Just
maybe,
a quick player.
Okay, so you calculate really fast and you trust
I'm trying to.
and you trust your intuition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's from Hyo Lee and maybe Basia right now. Let's just say something about
Okay, and
yourself.
honestly, I'm quite opposite. I really enjoy classical chess because I love to think a lot. And I get pretty often flagged in bullet by Hyo, for example.
Okay, so
That's
you're a player like me, so to say, because I'm also really heavily run into time troubles, and I like to think a lot during the game. And okay, so
Okay, so good luck to everybody.
good luck to
Let's start the
everybody.
match.
Let's start the match, and you guys mute yourself right now, like Basia and Hyo, and we we comment on your games. And just remember to turn off the audio on your computers, because we're gonna talk about your games, and so that you don't hear us and what we're saying.
So we are entering the blitz section.
Yeah,
which
the
will
blitz
be
section.
lasted for 1 hour.
Yeah, and we have like one e4. Basia is playing white, Hyo's playing black. Knight f3. What are you expecting? Like the Najdorf? What do you think?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Najdorf or
Knight c3,
and she also
a6.
plays in
Oh,
white.
h6. This like
H.
what is this move?
I don't know. It's like Najdorf, but with g6, a6.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Weird, very weird stuff.
I've
from
seen
the
it
very
once.
first game.
I've seen it once, but I think it's kind of a troll opening.
Like in the classical game or in blitz.
Like in classical, because in blitz it doesn't matter that much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get a dragon variation, but with h6, which is I think not that good for you, because it might be a weakness in the future.
Yeah, because right now, for example, you can castle short because the h6 pawn is falling.
Yeah, and you just get a
think for-
normal position.
Yeah, I think for white, the plan should be like to punish this early a6 b5 advance, but she castled
Actually,
the other way. So
this whole setup with a6 and g6 has its own name. It's not Najdorf, neither a dragon. It's Dragondorf. Have you heard this name before?
no, Dragodorf is something different. Like
It's
you
like-
play a6 b5, but not h6 probably.
Yeah, like I mean, I meant the setup with a6 and g6, like in general.
a6 g6, yeah, in general.
Because
it's
I've
Dragon.
played it a couple of times when my opponents. I played the Najdorf variation, and when they, for example, played h3 or g3, I responded with g6, and I got a normal dragon variation, but without this main lines like bishop c4 or instant, like I don't know, bishop e3, f3, and long castle.
True. So black's plan should be knight on c4 and open up the.
Yeah.
Well, it's already open file c file, but he can just use like heavy pieces.
Yeah,
on
but
c-file.
white is really fast here. So
It's fast. Maybe takes like knight h5,
Yeah, but-
something like that.
yeah, but when the pawn is on h6, like black is basically forced to open the h line, whereas why if the pawn was on g7 on h7, the g5 would not be as dangerous, because black would just retreat with the knight to h5, and like here, if knight h5, then of course gh, and black is losing an important pawn
Well,
here.
In the other hand, black hasn't castled yet, so there's no king to attack.
Yeah, but like having
Yeah, but
your king in the middle is
where the black king is going.
yeah,
That's also
it's like
question. Yeah.
not
Maybe
comfortable.
f4 looks very great because white wants to remove the defender on h5 by bishop. By,
Yeah.
I mean,
Or just
capturing
push,
by
or just push f5.
yeah.
That's the plan. But Basia decided not to play f4
Plays-
immediately and double her rooks on the h file, and later to push f4.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe rook g3, rook h3 is also targeted against possible moves like knight g3, because it limits the scope of black's knight.
That's true. I think it's time to consider for black for a center break, something like e5 or d5, but I don't know.
Yeah. But I would, as white,
It needs some
I would
patience.
I would consider like knight d5 even, but she played knight e2, and she's planning probably to develop a game on the other part of the board, like knight f4, knight g3, and there's a pin.
So I guess white is basically planning to remove the knight on h5 by moving her knight to g3 or f4, something like that. But currently g3 is not possible. Yeah, rook the h1, great move.
Yeah, and I don't see any
Yeah.
counterplay from black right now. I mean, nothing serious is happening. White's king is safe. because black lacks a knight on c4. If he had a knight here, then it would be kind of uncomfortable for white, but right now...
But black has already exchanged the knight, so...
Yeah, and he has the bishop on b7, which is like not that active here because it's limited by the pawn chain on
d5,
e4.
great move by black, probably.
Yeah, like you have to
Open
start...
up the center somehow, yeah.
You have to start...
the bishop also.
You have to start searching for the counterplay here. And like, what is white going to do? Like, the first candidate that comes to my mind is of course e5, and the second one is knight f4.
Yes, 5.
And maybe right now knight f4.
Knight f4, yeah.
And black is losing a pawn. I think he might get some compensation here because...
Like maybe queen d7, maybe just defending, and to play b4 to just
for example.
Really open up the queen side.
Yeah, because after queen d7, for example, if white takes on h5, like with all his pieces, then she has like no more attacking chances because...
Yeah, and the black king is still in the center.
Yeah, but it's safe.
Important.
It's safe. Like for example, you take here with all the pieces and you finish with your rook on h5, but there are no more points to attack. For example, like you have no points of entrance because the h8 is covered by the black bishop.
That's true.
So, okay, knight b3, queen f5.
Queen f5, great
kind
move.
Of logical.
Still eyeing on c2.
Yeah, and on f3 also.
Take, and maybe queen f3.
Queen f3, a very normal move. And what is important here is
so
that
entering the f1, the bang rank is also hanging.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous for.
Oh, I
white.
see the tactic.
Oh, here like.
Yeah, I see the tactic.
Here, and.
Yeah, and bam.
And maybe rooks.
Okay,
yeah.
he misses.
Yeah. Yeah, but it works once again.
Works. Oh, he missed it. But anyway, it's better for
it's better for black, of course, because he has the bishop pair here. But what we should see at the first glance is that both players have a really shortened time, so that
it's really time trouble. I forgot the word in German. That's Blandorf knight.
Say it not in Russian.
Say it not.
So it's from German. So I have to fill the gap. Like who won this game?
Hyo Lee.
Okay, so it's like 1. Oh, sorry. Wait a sec.
Just 1.
1 and 0 right now.
Yeah.
And
okay, so we have a Kann variation with a modern line, 5 bishop d3.
Yeah,
actually,
right now
this early development of bishop on c5 is not a main line, isn't it, Cosmo?
I mean,
I'm not
it's one of the main lines, and black can retreat to a7 or to e7, and right now white has the possibility to play queen g4, for example, and to attack the g7 pawn, and black either
because since
plays g6 or
a7, g7 is very weak right now.
Yeah, but it's like not necessary. White can just castle short and just develop his pieces.
Like here in Kann variation, like in particular this variation, just simple development always works.
Yeah, and like maybe later on bishop e3.
Maybe king h1, f4, f5 is one of the plan, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, it's like a normal position from the Sicilian. And I think the scenario we're gonna see is gonna be also typical. Yeah, bishop e3.
Also possibility to build kind of Maroczy bind by playing c4 also.
Yeah, but
I studied some lines particularly.
Yeah, and right now, can black play d5 here? Like it was possible, and right now, right now I'm not sure because d5, cd, ed, e5, and you might not like this structure.
And pawn is falling, anyway.
Is it?
I mean D5, CD, ED,
E5.
E5. Sorry.
Yeah. So that black is left with an Isolani on D5.
Yes, and white will have the kingside majority.
Yeah.
Probably E5.
And just push forward like E5, F4, and if white manages,
but he decided to take. Okay.
Yeah. I think he was afraid of the fact that
D4.
Yeah, of D4 and in particular the fact that the E5 pawn might get weak because white is
But
not.
he could always protect by playing F4. But
But you have to watch out for F6 breaks and all the stuff. I mean the important thing is that your knight is still on B1 and it's not that convenient here.
A simple tactic here. So
So
white
for example,
black king
takes
take.
here. Like why cannot I play queen c3? Like why not?
Maybe
Maybe I
take
have to-
knight. Okay, he prepares first.
We have the
Welcome everybody. A great pleasure for me and for my colleagues to see you all here.
So C1.
we have the first comment here from Janek Kozak. Witamy serdecznie. Hello. Привет всем друзьям.
Всем cześć, привет.
Tak jest. Okay, and right now we got a middle game in which white has a really weak pawn on c3, and I
A2
think
also.
A2,
it's, kind of weak.
Yeah, black is certainly better. I'm not sure to what degree, but she's just better here. And no
But
matter.
there's rook d4 and white's bang rank is very, very weak. So
Yeah, rook d4 tactics here, like for example, like this, rook d4, and if takes, then takes, and you get mated here. So I have to go back.
Yeah, Basha
Here,
found it.
yeah, of course she found it. I bet she solves many tactics herself. Okay, and white has just lost his pawn from c3. Like even if black didn't take on d4, it still would be really good after queen d5, for example, because you control the center. Your queen is blocking the d4 pawn, is attacking on a2, and is controlling basically the whole board here.
That's true.
Yeah, but after queen b3, like I think black can just take on d1 and play some g6 or h6 to just have fresh air for her king.
That's true.
Not to get
If
mated.
you noticed, both players have different flags. Like Basha has a flag of South Korea, and my brother has
Actually,
flag.
I didn't notice that.
Basha also blundered.
And
Same tactic.
if takes, then rook c8,
Rook
and
C8 checkmate.
it's mate. So it's like
2-0.
2-0. I'm gonna add the score here, and okay, maybe like this. By the way, if you have some questions to me or Hyuk or maybe to one of the participants of the match, then just feel free to ask. We're gonna answer we're gonna ask our friends to answer.
We have a modern Scandinavian, which started to knight f6 kind of gambit line.
Yeah, here I'm not sure if bishop d3 is the best continuation. I would rather place my bishop on e2 so that it's better after bishop g4 I can recapture, for example, on r3 with the bishop.
That's true.
And to just keep an eye on the d4 pawn with my queen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Here the main idea of black is
just
everything depends on bishop on g7. This is such a strong piece, so
and
this bishop can pressurize whole queen side.
And here I would also prefer to have my bishop on e2 rather than on d3.
But so far, black has gambited his pawn.
Yeah, dc5 and...
Maybe queen c7, something like.
Yeah, but queen c7, I think I can... Or maybe not, before runs into knight c3.
Oh, queen c7, then bishop g6 is coming. Knight is losing.
Oh yeah, right.
Just simple
So
develop.
knight c6 with an idea to push the pawns forward, I guess. It was a gambit.
Yeah, maybe e5, f5, e4 is coming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
but-
also need to think about bishop c4 once you push your f pawn.
Yeah, that's a really big threat. And white plays h3, prophylactics against bishop g4, which wasn't that strong. I
That
guess.
necessary, yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, bishop g4 was not a threat. But okay, maybe the h3 is gonna be needed later on. Like for example, when we have such a position like in the previous game, where black got mated on the 8th rank. So in some case it might be useful. Bishop e4, knight e7, and right now f5 is the next move of black, right?
Yeah, maybe I should trade the queen and
And
very
play
quickly develop the queen side.
bishop g5 runs into f6.
Bishop g5,
Maybe
yeah.
wait
Yes.
a second, I open the analysis board, and how does it look? Oh, it's not that bad. Like here, and like bishop g5, then f6, and bishop retreats and f5, and the pawns
Pawns
go
are
forward.
marching.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Bro.
So, not sure what to do here.
Basha is
because,
thinking right now.
yeah, and she has less time than Hyo. We got used to this fact, right?
Because Hyo is super fast, like.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
playing tons of bullet, and recently I started playing lots of bullet myself, because when I'm going.
Where do you play, on chess.com or Legions?
Yeah, I'm playing on Lichess when
Cool.
I'm coming back home on a tram or on the subway or like wherever I'm playing the bullets.
Even on phone, yeah.
Yeah,
I
especially
also play bullets
especially.
on phone.
especially on my phone, because when I come back home, when I play on sites like chess.com or Lichess, I usually do it on my computer, but I play only blitz games then.
Okay, so check.
And maybe knight
Initiate.
g5, knight g5.
Knight g5, bishop e5 probably.
Bishop e5 and knight
And
f7.
take.
Okay,
takes
okay.
and knight e8.
Yeah, okay, we
And
can
knight e8.
open the analysis board like here,
Yes.
and right now
Still f5 is protected,
Yeah.
but it's very hard move probably to find.
yeah, but right
Especially
now,
you're playing.
maybe like let's just play this and rook d1 and just threaten taking here and knight f7. I guess.
Oh, but he found it. Okay.
Yeah, but like queen d8 and rook d1, very natural development. White is up a pawn, has his own threats, her own threats, and black is not taking the pawn back.
Maybe just queen d8, and white should really develop the queen side, because
Yeah,
all
or
queen
like-
side pieces are taking.
like knight a3
Okay,
or
maybe knight a3 or b3, something like that.
yeah, or rook d1, for example. So a natural move.
Okay.
But she played a prophylactic move in order to have a square for the knight in case of h6. For example, if h6,
Yeah,
then knight h3 and knight f4 later on.
Knight h3.
And f4. What do you do right now? Because bishop h3 is a threat here.
Is there a threat?
And kind of.
Kind of, yeah. But e4 is right now really weak. Maybe black should select one more pawn. But it looks suspicious still. because black gambited too many pawns.
Oh, we have a question on chat, like, did you try the Ustronian jajecznicę, like my favorite dish?
What is it? You're yeah, I heard like you are really talented to make this Australian things.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Maybe let's move on to the more chess connected things. Like
No, you can answer like.
yeah, I mean, like, I didn't prepare it more than twice.
Okay.
Okay, and here with white is just up a pawn, but she has very little time, so
But yeah, black is also running out of time.
Oh,
and
but
he got a lag kind of.
yeah, he has really big problems with the internet. Oh, and rook 3
Oh, and
takes,
black has attack.
takes, and he's up a piece. Oh, so she just gave up.
Right.
Just gave up. So it's like 3-0 for Hyo.
3-0. Yep.
Wow, he's in a good shape today. Really good shape.
And we have Jobaba London,
Yeah.
kind of.
Frankly, I hate this opening from the black side.
I
Because-
also hate.
It's not like really. It should not be really dangerous, but I played a couple of games with lower rated players, and I had some technical problems here just to equalize, because white just played like this, pushed g4, pushed h4, and I was like, I was really uncomfortable with playing this position.
Like maybe it's better decision to go for Petroff Defence kind of. If
Yeah, maybe,
you
maybe.
already know that your opponent is going to play Jobaba London, because I really hate this opening.
Yeah, actually, I played like this. Like, let me just like bishop f4. I played g6, and then I got knight c3, and I responded with this, and I just got queen d2, castle, and bishop h6, and I was much worse.
Got it.
So that's not comfortable. But what we have here is like b6, g4 immediately, c5, e3, knight c6, knight b5. So white's threat is to play knight c7, check.
Look at this. Right now, white threatened fork on c7, which is
Yeah, but
kind of
black can just respond
that's
with.
threat, but yeah, black can just castle and there's nothing more, probably.
Yeah, knight c7, rook b8.
H4. White is doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like H5, G5 probably.
By the way, I hear some noises in the background.
Sorry. Wait a second.
Okay, I mean, like, no problem.
It's fine, yeah.
Okay. Right now it's better. Okay, so a6, of course here.
Knight went back.
If white played knight c7, then rook a7 would come and this knight would get lost. So
True.
knight a3, later on c3, knight c2 probably, or c4 even. But I'm not sure with the c4 plan. Not sure about the c4 plan because white hasn't developed most of his pieces, and his king is still in the center. So I would not hurry with such moves.
I mean, C4 is too risky.
Yeah, it is.
In this position. Maybe C3.
Yeah, C3.
White is just pushing all his pawns. Like,
It
right now,
cannot
maybe
end well.
and maybe castle wall.
Yeah, I mean, it cannot end well for white. I don't like this plan because there are no direct threats yet, and white has really damaged his structure. I mean, like,
and black also has threats like B5, B4, and
or even D4, even D4.
D4 at once.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. Here, I think B5 is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so that black threatens B4, and even in some positions, knight C4 is interesting so that let me show it, like b5 for example, this, and even if there wasn't a move like b4, black could try this thing and later on try playing on the b file, for example.
True.
But yeah, b4 is the main threat, and white decided to take and play f4 and create his own threats like f5.
F5, F6 is coming,
because
but maybe b4 at once.
I mean, like here the bishop is hanging, and if it retreats, then queen d5 and white is up a pawn.
Yeah, Basha found the b4. So if knight b1, then knight c4 is very critical.
Yes, it's a really strong counter attack.
Yeah.
If knight d1
and take is also not a dream for white.
Yeah, because
you damage whole the queen side structure.
Yeah, and then especially your own king, which is the worst thing that can happen, especially when black has some such possibilities like c4 here, and
c4,
if this pawn falls, then it's just over, I guess. And
queen a5 probably is very logical move.
So that white decided not to allow this forced, maybe not first, but this sequence of moves, and played knight b1, knight c4 came, queen d3, and black captured on h3. Right now, knight h3,
is
queen a, if queen d5, then queen a2, threatening taking on b2 with mate, actually, and I don't see any direct solution to this problem, because like how can you
well, just b3
protect b3 then queen b2?
And rook is also coming, like
it's over, I guess.
Well, it's also strong move probably.
I mean,
keep the tension
here black could have taken if b3 then a2, and taking here like still is really bad. So rook b8 is also a good move, because it retains the tension here.
Yeah, but white blunders a fork.
I mean, rook e8 right now, and later on here. Oh, it's actually gonna be 3-1, I bet. Black is gonna win, like even rook b1 is winning, I guess.
Knight c3 is also strong, like take, and your king is so exposed and you are exchanged down.
Yeah.
So there's no chance for white.
For survival here. Yeah, rook d8 and rook e8.
Just check.
So
white queen is pinned.
So it's
3-1.
3-1. And okay.
Oh, we have e4, e5. Petroff Defence.
Or Russian defense.
And actually, and this gambit line is the one line that my bro prepared for me, like for one round in Warsaw Chess Open. But I used it, but I lost anyway.
Like how do you play it? Like queen e2, queen e7, takes d6, d4. I mean, let's just wait a second. I just here, knight c6, and what
bishop
now?
Bishop b5, bishop d7.
Yeah. What do
you can move like in analyzed boards. Take.
Bishop
Knight c6 is main line, if I believe. And bishop b5. There is a trick. Wait a second, Kosma. There is a trick. If white wants to protect the pawn, like bishop b4, then g5 is very strong, because
wait a second. Like here.
No, not here. Go back.
Here.
Instead, bishop b5. There is bishop f4. No. Take. Sorry. After instead bishop b5, you can play bishop b4.
Like what?
No. Go ahead.
Bishop b5 here. Bishop d7.
Take. Knight c6 and bishop f4.
Bishop f4. Okay.
g5 is very strong, because bishop g3 runs into f5 and your piece down.
Oh, what a trick! really nice. Yeah, but let's just go back to the game. Because,
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, we...
In the game, they didn't take, probably. Basia didn't take the knight.
Yeah.
Or she took, I don't know. I need to see the game once again. Yeah, she just protected by d4, d5, and it's quite equal.
Yeah, it's just really...
But Basia spent like additional 1 minute for nothing.
I mean, it's just equal. It can end...
Yeah, it's just symmetrical position, so...
Yeah, oh, but bishop b4.
Oh,
Nice
bishop
tactics.
b4,
Nice
Yeah.
tactics. If for example queen b4, then knight c6 check, and
knight c6 is
the
that
queen is falling. Yeah, but
probably queen e6 is the most
Yeah.
great defense.
yeah, but right now you can take on f8, maybe play some f4. I'm not sure. Still, it's good for black, I guess, because you don't have any direct threats to black's king. I mean, the king is on f8, but it doesn't matter that much. It should be equal. It
And
should be equal.
What Wise is going to do with his knight?
I mean, after f4, you can just play f6.
F4 is fine, yeah.
But after f6,
f6 or knight f6 with the idea of knight e4 intrusion.
yeah, but
Yeah, he
still, I would prefer playing f6 immediately, because right now the knight is left on e5. And it's kind of a strong knight, as I know from my experience. I wouldn't like to have such a knight if I was black. But the knight on
But
e4.
black can right now play f6.
Ah, okay. Right now f6,
Yeah.
knight d3.
First black does.
Okay.
And right now black has a very strong.
Okay.
knight.
Now it could be even better for black. Like h5 and bishop f5, because immediate bishop f5 runs into g4, I guess. g4 right now. g4, bishop g6, and f5, and later on I can take on e4, for example.
And playing
here takes
against the bad bishop.
Yeah, and play knight f4, rook e1, just double on the e file, and this bishop is kind of restricted. And when white wants, she can just play knight e6 at some moment.
Okay,
Yep.
the question is, right now white can't take the knight. Okay, so she prepares it.
Yeah, but
Rook a probably defensive move.
yeah, just normal moves,
Normal, yeah.
or maybe even h5 at some point.
Okay, so black decides to gambit the pawn.
White to
Actually,
gambit.
it's not gambit, yeah, because g4 is falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would consider h3 or f5. f5 can be strong here.
f5, yeah. Russia played f5.
Black has to retreat with his knight to g5 or to d6, not to allow taking on e4, because it would be really bad. Knight f4, king f7, and after knight e6, I would just ignore it with black. I mean, here it's just equal, I guess.
Is that a good tactic to take d5? Right now, it definitely works, probably. d5, knight d5
Knight
is
d-
working.
Oh,
But she missed it.
Yeah. It would be winning.
Knight d6, go back, yeah. Because you take the knight, because
Just let's go.
before it was like taking the rook for 2 minor pieces, but
And right now it's like it would be.
yeah, it could be like just free pawn.
Yeah.
d5, f5 probably.
F5, but right now G5 maybe, or GF even.
Oh.
It's better for white.
Of course, yeah, because king is
d5.
like exposed a bit, and yeah, but black has also his counterplay.
Yeah, but the bishop is kind of. Oh, but here it's really unpleasant, because white couldn't defend his her rook on e3 and had to retreat.
Oh, true, yeah. And the time is also kind of problem, because she has only 4 seconds left on the clock. Rook d2 is the big threat.
Actually, black is activating really fast here.
Very quickly, yeah. e3 is coming, rook d2.
Oh, rook d1 tactics.
Rook d1, yeah.
So
that's
it's
tactic.
4-1.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's move on to the next game. e4, c5.
We have still half an hour of blitz section.
Yeah.
Okay, they play
Actually,
Sicilian again.
18 minutes. 18 minutes, not half an hour.
Ah, okay, sorry. No, but we started like a bit later.
Ah, okay, so maybe like 25 minutes.
25.
So
yeah.
let's
Good.
say like 6 point, like 6 and 6-5 is should be great to start the
Okay.
bullet section. And maybe we can just ask the players to tell their stories about the game.
The feeling about
the feelings,
section?
right.
Okay. Okay, so we have a rouser. It's very complicated line, probably.
I think
But
it's still theory for her. I
Like-
bet.
Eric Hansen would ask like, is this theory?
Yeah, I guess it is, because she didn't waste any time whatsoever. I guess takes and king b1 should be fine.
Mm-hmm. Like, is that a good line? Like starting with bishop d7 on move 6? It's kind of not.
It's playable.
Most main.
It's
Yeah,
playable.
it's playable.
It's like, I guess, the second most popular move.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he played king b1. So, what's the black's idea right now here?
Right now, I don't know. Maybe bishop e6 and d4.
Black is threatening d4 probably right now.
Yeah.
Attack a2 with queen and bishop. And black also needs to castle because.
What is your idea as white right now? Because d4 is inevitable right now.
Oh, maybe just bishop d3. In case of d4, you can always answer like a3, but
a3 is
a3
risky.
is bishop a3 probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very risky, especially in blitz.
Yeah, but you
maybe
can play b3 instead,
b3 right now. Yeah.
like this.
And
And you're not worried about this because
you always have a retreat on bishop,
Yeah.
bishop c1. Yeah.
right.
Okay, bishop d2 is also playable. Maybe the idea of switching the bishop on c3.
Yeah, if queen goes to b6, then bishop c3, bishop d4, and you're blocking the d5 pawn, and black's e6 bishop is not entering
True.
the game so fast. So
But I think queen b6 is needed, like, to pressurize somehow. Yes, queen b6 is played. And maybe just develop another bishop. Queen a4. White wants to exchange the queens. He's got scared a bit, maybe.
I'm not sure if it's the best solution here.
Me neither. Like, white also could play like bishop d3 and.
I mean, you can ignore it as black just play castle.
Yeah, castle is perfectly fine, probably.
I'd say that black has no problems whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. If black finds a castle, it's gonna be very fine.
Oh, queen c6.
Black
Interesting.
black doesn't want to exchange the queens, but it's also not bad, probably.
Yeah, bishop d3, normal move. Castle. Just dynamic equality right now. Because it's a position where everything is possible, like every result. Like it can end up in a draw, black can win and white can win, like really tense game, because the knights were exchanged, but there are still many pieces left on the board and both sides have their chances. But still I would prefer to play it as black. Because you have
e5 is kind of...
e5 is weak, and as black you have a really clear plan of playing bishop e6, playing d4 and just playing against the white king in general. So b5.
Okay, b5.
I don't like this. Bishop b4 right now. Bishop b4, and if white exchanges those bishops, then he's better, because his bishop is better and those pawns are weak. And if black plays bishop b6, then queen a3, and still you have the control over the dark squares, and I don't like the b5 move at all.
True.
Because
so right now the e5 pawn is hanging.
Yeah, maybe rook e1 or rook e1.
e1. Maybe h6 or
h6,
or maybe it's winking.
Bishop d4.
Okay, bishop b4.
Okay, the pawn is
once
hanging.
again attacking the e5 pawn.
What's the point? What happens after bishop e5? Is there some tactic? Oh, queen h4. Okay.
Switching for the attack. h6 needed.
It starts getting really interesting here.
Trace. But white has only 3 seconds left on the clock.
And he's
very
a
hard
pawn down.
to play.
He's a pawn down also.
Playing for the initiative probably. Okay, don't blunder on f7.
Check. Bishop e6 and everything holds. And
I think black has stabilized his position.
Yeah.
d4 is very strong. Yeah.
Okay, so black is just a pawn up, and
just pawn up end game.
And she's more active also.
Yeah, and we have again this very tough state note.
Yeah. Niedoczas.
Here is very important to play like not to blunder anything. Like it's the most important thing.
I mean, it's hard to blunder here.
Yeah, but black's kingside majority is coming because 3 versus 2 is always very nice.
Okay,
right
it's
now,
just winning. It's just winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 pawns are going to march.
Whoa! What after?
Pasha blundered the pawn.
But Hyo didn't take it.
Yeah. Bishop e5 probably is just winning.
Bishop b1, just f4, g4. Just move
and
forward.
the pawn is marching. Pawns are marching.
Okay, so white lost some time, so we have like 4-2. No, not 12. This, okay. e4 knight c6. Okay, that's interesting. d4 d5 or d6? d5. So we have this really weird opening, like e5,
Nimzowitsch Defence.
f6, knight f3, bishop g4, like this kind of stuff. It shouldn't be that great for black, but it's not that easy to get a
To be honest, I prefer 2 knight f3 over d4 because d4 is too complicated. It has many theories.
Here, I'm not sure. Like bishop d6, knight e7, black is fine. It looks like a French defense.
It looks like right now queen h5 makes some hole on black's camp. Yeah, queen h5 is played, g6, and
but it can also be a gambit because queen d5 runs into knight e7, and black is developing his pieces really fast. Queen b3, still black can't castle.
Bishop f5, queen d7, and castle long. Sorry.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that wrong, but
Yeah.
not sure though. Like knight f3, queen d7, bishop c. Oh, maybe not bishop c4, but bishop e2, short castle, and white is just a pawn up. Black has some compensation because.
Yeah, but in Russian we talk like пешка не орешка.
So like.
The pawn is not the орешка is the knot, small knot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pionek, the pionek, something
Yeah.
like that in Polish.
So why bishop b5? Should I exchange on c6? I think no.
I don't think so. No. Maybe it was better to develop bishop on e2 just quietly and play knight d2, knight c4, attack to bishop on d6. Yeah, bishop goes back.
But this inclusion of bishop b5 a6, does it favor any side?
I think this favors black actually, because white just has lost the tempo. Like, black has very solid queen-side structure because it has many pieces.
Nearby the king.
So a6 is not that weakening move probably.
Okay.
Queen d1 and maybe castle. Maybe castle king side is also possible because white just went back with its queen and there's no piece. Oh,
Yeah.
but black goes for b5, the direct attack.
Yeah. Short castle and what?
But once you played b5, it's better to castle king
Short,
side.
yeah, but I don't like this solution from black at all.
Me neither.
It weakens so many squares. And if black goes short castle, then his attack on the king side would not be that strong. I mean the hypothetic attack. Like
That's true.
if black went long castle and then like g5, h5, then it would be more suitable to this position. At least in my
Somebody
opinion.
wrote in Russian, конь e5 был хорош.
I mean, I've seen this.
Unexpected.
Yeah, about the game where those where this ending with bishops arose, like the previous game, I guess.
Yeah. And black is threatening like knight c4 probably.
Yeah, but knight
So-
knight on c4 is doing not so much. I would play like
But right now on
short
bishop,
castle,
bishop
short castle and bishop.
e3, that knight just attacks the bishop.
Yeah, bishop on e3 is not the best piece. I would think of developing it to h6, but Basha wants to play long castle, I guess, or no.
Long castle.
It's
should be
risky. It's very
It's
risky,
risky.
especially.
Yeah. But in the other hand, you have a h4 h5 plan also.
Yeah,
Both
but
not
it's too slow because you lose your pawn on a2, like, and
That's
after
true.
here after bishop e3, then it starts being really double-edged because black has his own plans like f4, then doubling on the e file, and you don't have so many squares for your dark squared bishop, right? It's really
Yeah, that's
risky.
true.
It's really risky.
How about bishop c4 right now?
Bishop
Because
c4 or
Yeah.
even bishop f3 is
Bishop f3.
yeah, but bishop
Because,
c4
the
bishop
exchange
c4
on
is
fa is not that.
yeah bishop c4 is winning here because after okay you have knight e5, but still you can just capture on e5, then capture.
Check knight c4.
Yeah, it's bad for white.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Oh, just time out.
Okay,
White
so here 1, and it's like 5 to 2.
So we have
The
Nimzowitsch attack with f4.
f4, yes.
Yeah.
Bishop b5 Like a normal plan here.
Bishop b5 castle and launch the attack like g4, g5.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this really much from the black side. I've seen so many games like black ending up in such a passive position without any possibilities for his light squared bishop, like a4, d3, even c4 sometimes, and this bishop is just completely passive. Like it's horrible. I don't like this.
Maybe 94 because for white the plan is so simple, like 92 developing.
92
and like castles, g4, g5, or even rook f3, rook h3, or queen h5. Just going for the mate.
The nice thing about white's position is that he can change plans like very smoothly, because if black goes castle, then you play g4. If he doesn't, then you just develop your pieces, and sometimes you may play c4 or e4. You have so many pawn breaks, and black has many weaknesses. For example, another plan is that, wait a second, it's like going bishop a3 and focusing on the c5 pawn, or maybe at some point like bishop c3, knight f3, queen e1, so that the a5 pawn is hanging. I mean, it's really unpleasant for black, and unless white like blunders some tactics like c4 at some point, which was a threat, I guess, right now.
I think c4 is the only thing that white should consider.
Yeah, and right now it's not working.
It's just pleasant position for white, and next move probably g4, g5 is really coming once also black also castles right now, so g4 is really
just g4
needed. Yeah,
g4 and g5 threatening taking on f6, and if knight retreats, then knight d7, and white is winning an exchange.
And we shouldn't forget that bishop on b2 is really strong piece.
Yeah, it's like the Goofeld bishop, but from the other side. And right now g5, h4, h5, g6, like the caveman plan should work.
g5 or maybe h4 first. g5 is also great.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about knight f3, king f7. Knight f7, king f7, f5, e5, f6.
I think I should not hurry as white, because
it's already a very
first
nice
of all
position.
First of all, I should not exchange, because black has limited space, and white can also like reroute this knight to some better place. Like knight h6 is an option at some point in some positions, or even h4, h5, as I mentioned before, is also a very logical plan here. Apart from f5, which is a big threat all the time, and black has to consider all these options from the white side. It's unpleasant.
Most sad thing is like black doesn't have a concrete plan against this attack. Like the only pawn break for black side is c4, but here c4 doesn't mean anything, and just white
I would think of playing c4 as white, even, because the pawn on d3 is supported by the knight, and if you play c4, then this bishop is out of play permanently, and black doesn't get to play c4 herself like at any time. So
true.
Like right now, I guess c4 is still the
knight f6 is winning right now, because you take and take. Knight f6, knight f3, knight f6, knight f6, gf6, g6 probably. If the defense.
Yeah, but queen g5. Like we can show it on the board.
Queen g5 and queen h6, yeah. Maybe
here,
rook f3.
Yeah, it's winning. It's winning for white. Yeah, but
rook h3.
Rook
So attack the
h3.
h7.
Yeah, and there is there is no defense because after this, sorry, okay, there was a nice mate actually, like g6 knight h6.
G6 rook h8 is made. Wow.
Still, it's winning. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so another
Okay.
point for Hyo and 6
Okay,
points.
I think it's
It's
gonna
the last
be
game.
the last game for the blitz section. So
Yeah.
let me just inform the players. Okay, so black employs here the French defense.
Okay. And the important thing, important question, how are we gonna count the points? Like, is a blitz game equal to the bullet, or it's like worth more?
look at the board. right now.
Yeah,
What is
he's
this?
trolling.
Yeah, I think blitz and bullet should be equally like
Okay,
considered.
I was considering, for example, like blitz games being 2 times more worth than the bullet games, because never mind, because they're gonna play only the bullet section is gonna last half the time of the blitz section.
Yeah,
So it's
half.
okay.
Like chess.com does like split chess championship, so it's
Yeah.
same.
Same pattern.
Sorry, same. Yeah, same. Well, here black is pawn down, but e5 is right now hanging, so maybe knight f3.
Yeah, but knight f3 is also runs
knight
into
e5.
tactics. Knight e5
Yeah, knight
And-
e5 is coming.
like this, and if
So
you
it's just equal probably.
yeah.
Knight takes.
So
And next move is castle for black, and for white probably, yeah, c3 and
c3 king c2 is
Yeah,
just
it's
equal.
good, I think.
Maybe white is a bit better due to the fact that she has a better bishop.
and the space advantage.
Yeah, but after knight c5, if white exchanges on c5, then it's just equal because black bishop starts playing, so to say. Like it finally gets some square. So
True.
it should be equal, because I would not like to retreat with the knight to g3 as white right now, because it may run into knight d3 and like
Knight d3 is very unpleasant because f2 is okay. So white exchanges and knight e7, knight f5.
knight 7 knight f5 is kind of tricky, because then the f2 pawn is hanging later on.
True. b4, bishop b6.
Yeah, bishop
A4,
d6
A6.
or even bishop d6 is a decent alternative.
Yeah, but black just wants to keep the bishop to
Yeah.
eye on f2.
And he wants to control the d4 square so that the f3 knight doesn't get to activate himself.
So white wants to shut up this, shut down the bishop. Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to shut up his mouth. I mean,
So-
I would consider even c5. Like it shouldn't be that bad. Like
Okay, c6.
It
c5,
looks-
bishop c7.
it looks really unpositional, but like this thing is not that bad for black, because the knight activates.
Well, c5, a3.
I mean,
Wait,
c6
just-
c5 is kind of risky, and c6 is a solid alternative. You don't have to
Yeah.
calculate anything whatsoever.
Yes.
And this move c5, bishop c7, it doesn't look so great for white,
Because it creates the d5 scare for
yeah,
white.
yeah, and knight on d5 is basically untouchable. You
Really, and d4 is also hanging.
Yeah, a3 a5, and white's structure is a bit weak.
So there's a
Oh.
free pawn.
Yeah, 3 pawn takes, rook e2, and look at white's rook. It's really passive. It's not yet moved, since the start of the game. And Basia is really low on time right now. Hyo used only one minute, while Basia used basically the whole time. He's a good blitz player, isn't he? Right?
Yeah, he's really great. He beats me every time. Like 2 years ago, like he wasn't that strong, but like since the pandemic started, he really practiced a lot, and yeah, he got quite strong.
Okay.
Maybe I had a very funny idea to march the king towards to h3.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, the strongest thing about this was that
just timeout.
Okay,
Yeah.
I meant like here, like this, king f5 and king g4 was the biggest threat because the h2 pawn would hang.
True.
Okay, so you guys have your microphones unmuted. Oh, but by the way, I hear myself from one of you. Okay, now it's better.
Yeah,
So
I'm back here.
okay, so I have to change the score. It's 7-2 after the blitz section, and we're gonna have a short break. And tell us something about your games. Like, did you enjoy playing? Like, did you see the tactics? Like, what do you think about your shape?
Okay,
I
go
think
first.
they always quite crazy, like no fury.
Okay. It was.
Okay, I tried as much as I can to avoid the main theories. Like, I played various gambit lines, like something like, for example, the last game after French Tarrasch, I played
the e5.
not a very rare gambit e5, but I knew some theory about that. And for example, also I played 196 and d5, although I blundered the pawn very stupid like after d5, but you know, and overall I try to avoid the main theories as much as I can because I know that she's good at theory. She's studying.
Yeah, but once you played the Sicilian Rouser variation.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
And still.
Actually, I studied that line like 2 months ago, and I completely forgot everything.
Okay. But Basia was playing really fast. Like,
Yeah, I know that line quite well. I had it in a classical game with my friend.
okay, I
And
get it.
yeah, I had a theory like till 22nd move in that game, and it was a drawish endgame, so quite nice.
Okay, and any other comments on the match? Like, how are you looking? Are you looking forward to playing the bullet section or not?
Oh yeah.
You for sure are. And you,
Yeah.
Basia, are you? You said you're not a bullet fan, like a very big bullet fan.
As you could see, I was blundering quite often, and even such tactics as in the first game or the second one, the queen c8 or something. And
Yeah,
the
you
back
blundered
mate.
with this back right mate.
Okay, so do you guys want some like a break to like take something to drink or you
Yeah,
want
just
to
like 3 or 5 minutes, something like that.
Okay, so I'm
Okay,
gonna.
so we just keep chatting.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna take a sip.
Kosma, you can read the comments right now.
Yeah.
We
Wait a
we
second.
don't have that much. What is but knight h4, fox, king, and
Yeah. I mean, like here, like king f5 wasn't possible due to a simple fork. Like,
True.
yeah, we missed this simple tactic. Oh, even Piotr arrived, like from the
Where?
InfoShach account. Do you see it on chat? Because I'm not using this account right now. I'm just using the key to transmission, and the person who is logged in is Piotr, and he used the emoji of my face.
Is that an emoji of your face?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, this thing. Because Hyo disconnected for a second, and I have to change the how is it called? Okay, now it's good.
Yeah, but he'll be back very, very soon. He just went to the toilet probably.
Okay.
Restaurant.
Piotr said he was watching earlier. Oh, so you. Okay, today is Saturday, so I guess you're not working, and you're watching instead of training.
Piotr, are you going to play in Krakow Chess Open?
You mean Cracovia, right?
Cracovia.
Because I'm gonna participate. That's what I can say.
Me too.
From my side.
Me too.
So we're gonna meet once again, and maybe later on the tournament in Puławy or where is it?
Puławy? Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, Janek
Invited us. Yeah.
You can post some info on chat, some links, so that the people can see it. It's like a few days after the Cracovia ends.
Cracovia ends on 4th, which is my birthday, by the way. And the Puławy starts on 6th. Yeah, probably. On 6th, yeah.
Okay, so Piotr says he's gonna playing some league games.
Oh.
You participate in the Slovakian league, right? And apart from that, any other leagues or only this one? Oh, by the way, it's your 22nd birthday, right?
22nd, yeah.
Oh, you're old.
I'm back, guys.
I'm quite old.
You're
quite
old. Okay, I have to. Oh my god. Again, this here, and right now. Here. Okay. Sorry for this.
Sorry, just wait a second.
No, like here. Now it's good. Only Slovak. Okay. Maybe if there are some free places, I for some foreign players, then ask, because I can say I'm a bit interested. just saying.
I'm here.
Okay.
So shall we start?
Yeah, I guess we can. Are you ready?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to the bullet
I'm
section.
gonna mute myself.
Okay, and mute us, like the turn off the audio in your.
Turn up the Skype audio, please.
Yeah. So we move on to the 1+1 section, and
It lasts
let's start.
half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour, so to 6:45.
The game started. Yeah.
Yeah. E4, C6. Oh, we have the Caro-Kann.
Caro-Kann, yeah. Which variation?
Bishop F5, the main line. The main line.
Line.
Knight F3, like
Very, very.
H5, Bishop D3. So it's like a long theory here.
A very, very funny trick is black sometimes does like bishop takes C2 in the case when white pre-moves on H5. So the queen on D1 is free.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Just for bullet trick. Yeah, so white's plan is king B1, bishop C3. Yeah.
Yeah, G3
G3
not to allow bishop F4.
Bishop F4, yeah.
And right now bishop C3 not to like, is E5 possible right now?
E5 just take.
I
And
mean,
take. Should be fine also.
Yeah, because I would play bishop c3, just not to allow this possibility.
I think here c5 is very strong because after that.
Oh, it's winning. It's winning, I guess, because like here, like in this position, bishop retreats and bishop f4. White is winning the queen.
Yeah, bishop f4. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, but right now it's just equal.
White misses.
It's just equal.
Take a6. Here I saw that some ideas from white is kind of advancing the queenside pawns, like b. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and
b4, c5, like that.
Oh, by the way, Hyo has such a high rating in bullet.
Like 2 days ago he had 2700.
Yeah, wow.
Right now he messed up a bit.
I'm 24 or 2500, so it's like really. I mean, I don't play so that much of bullet, but wow, it's unbelievable.
e5.
Bishop
maybe
f3.
knight f3 with the idea of bishop e5.
Yeah, and apart from that, the knight can jump onto the e5 square later on. But knight b5 is
stronger.
Yes, a direct solution. Oh, rook d6 even really strong, because like normally you would play bishop d6 and
wow.
So
and rook a6.
Yeah, really nice tactic.
Nice one.
So it's 1-0 for Hyo. Knight f3, knight c6. Okay, so he played this again. And are we gonna end up? Oh, now bishop b4 g4 is really strong. I don't like this personally from the white side right now.
But bishop e3, e5, yeah, probably.
Yeah, but here
and
like, knight d4, it's kind of unpleasant.
e2, knight e2, yeah, you just need to give up the bishop.
Yeah, but there are some variations like this, like gf3, bishop d7, and you just push f4. And I mean, your structure is a bit worse, but you gain some time, and at some point the f4 and f5 or f4 e5 might be useful, like this possibility, as well as the g5. So that.
Okay. Here I saw like sometimes black just gives the dark square bishop, which he does.
Yeah, I have a game in mind. It was like it was from the candidates tournament where Fabiano Caruana played black against, I'm not sure whom.
Yeah.
I
remember. I'm trying to remember.
He gave up.
He played also bishop g4.
Yeah, bishop g4, then took on f3 and
Wojtasek probably.
Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't the candidates, but some other tournament where he just gave up the light squared bishop, and later on in an open position he gave up the dark squared bishop on c3. He didn't even damage the white structure because white recaptured with the queen, and the knights were really strong. Like one went to e5, the second one went to c5, and the pawn on e4 was hanging, and like knight d3 was a threat, and he managed to win in a really great manner. So sometimes like the bishop c3, which is really counterintuitive, might be really good solution. So you have to watch out.
Now black returns g5, but queen f4, yeah. White blocks the threat, and king is running to a8 probably.
Like we have a funny comment. You won't have a worse structure if you don't have any structure. Okay. I mean, like right now, white doesn't care about her structure because it's so.
Yeah, because mating attack is coming.
Yeah, the mating attack is coming, and like this structure can be considered like a no structure because your pawns are so weak that it doesn't matter. Like
in a1 and c3, but white pawns are also weak, and
yeah, they are. But
black has its trump, like a pawn is smart.
Yeah, but white also has her trumps. Like for example,
H
taking on h7 And bishop g6 and bishop e8 is a threat.
Bishop e8.
As well as h5. Oh, she ran out of time. That's a pity. Because bishop
Bishop e8, then Black was just losing a bishop. Like there's no queen a5.
I mean there was queen d8.
Queen d8.
Yeah, but still h5 take and some retreat with the queen, and white should hold really comfortably here.
We have a main line of Khan variation.
Yeah.
I knew that instead of c4 there's knight c3 and crazy knight b5 sacrifice.
Yeah, but he opted for the
more
more solid line. Like I like the bishop on b2 because it may open.
It's like
sometime.
from the previous game.
Yeah, I mean there are some tactics sometimes. For example, like where black plays something like this, you may have to consider like at some point doing such a sacrifice because it's hanging, and the g7 pawn may also get attacked. Like at some point, maybe not here, but at some point. So that she played g6 in order to cut off this possibility from white.
Yeah, but in such type of positions, when black plays g6, then f5 becomes much stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, but here like f5 immediately wasn't.
Maybe it wasn't that strong because
like here like e5 maybe, and nothing happens. This bishop is blocked. This bishop is blocked, and okay. So, but right now it starts getting really interesting because white started his attack, and black also has her own trumps. For example, the open e file, like this bishop is strong, and white's king.
But there was just rook e1.
Yeah, but right now this
it's
and
also bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. He just blundered. He just blundered. Maybe he thought that he has like knight h7 and later on queen g6.
Yeah, knight h7, but rook is hanging. Yeah.
Yeah. And most importantly, after knight h7, black can recapture the queen. So.
True.
Yeah, and it's winning. It's winning for white, for black. Sorry. Like take on a3, go rook e1, or even bishop. Just exchange the pieces. Exchange the pieces, and it must be winning because the position is so open, and white's king is really is really weak here. And black exchanges the queens, and it's just a winning ending. So
2-1.
Okay, so it's like the first point in the bullet section for Basia, and we're hoping for some more. At least I am. Not sure about you.
Me too.
Oh, so
really.
Takes, castle, c4, like this stuff. Oh, and g3. I guess Hikaru likes playing this setup as white.
As white, like Vienna game he played.
Yeah.
Several times probably.
It's kind of different from the Vienna because in the normal Vienna, black doesn't give up his third squared bishop, whereas here he has, and the e5 pawn may get really weak due to this fact because bishop c3 bishop c3 is coming.
White can play right now, for example, bishop c3.
Bishop c3 and even rook b5 is a really
rook b5,
really
nice
nasty
idea.
motive. Yeah, because you can make some use of this b file.
Yeah, rook e8 and rook b5 is
rook b5 is really nasty here because you don't have like the e5 pawn is lost, and she found it. Yeah, and if white captures on e5, not only does she win a pawn, but also the bishop activates. Like
just the rook b5 is simply just pawn up because bishop c3 will protect the e5
but
she decided to go to a5.
She didn't want to take on e5, but
because bishop c3 was protecting.
Yeah, but even though it should be winning like right now.
Maybe here also.
Knight e5.
But But she
Why-
decided to
why
capture
does she-
another.
Why the pawn on a7 is like not important at all? Like, what should you put your rook at such a bizarre square instead of putting it on e5? Like, knight e5 was way better, I guess. I mean, still you can retreat to a5, but you have to be aware of the b6 possibility. And right now it's not so clear because black gets some counterplay on the light squares. Like, knight e5 was possible, like here. Knight e5 with
True.
a threat of knight f3 and black was winning, I guess. What a crazy game. Still it's a bullet, so we shouldn't be that
Okay, but
critical.
white is keeping the initiative right now.
Yeah, and
White
she's
is
keeping a
up.
pawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the initiative plus a pawn, and the c7 might get weak also because queen to e5 or bishop to e5.
Maybe queen is going to h6 somewhere, like.
Yeah, maybe just play
H5.
queen f3, queen f4,
Yeah.
or even like this. And right now fa4 or queen
Yeah,
c7
just change
it's
the
really
queen.
strong,
Yeah.
really strong because.
And now just run the king, run the king.
Yeah, or just play c3. Play c3 at some point and exchange those pawns and just activate your bishop.
Yep.
It must be winning for white because the
King
two-
f4 maybe.
the
just
two
to
pawns
attack
the two
king
pawns
g5, yeah.
on c5 and d4 are on dark squares, so they're easily attacked by the white's bishop.
White's knight is black's knight is kind of restricted really.
Yeah, but
h5.
It starts getting really interesting right now. h6, knight g5, and I have bishop d8 or bishop d2 even. Yeah, but wait, here f3. No, it wasn't possible. Takes f3, bishop
Bishop
e1.
e1.
It's interesting because it's still winning. Takes.
Yeah, but white is winning because
Yeah.
white is faster a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and Zugzwang here.
Wow.
So the second point for Basha is really,
It's
really
2 and
good.
2, yeah, probably. 2
Yeah.
and 2.
So she equalized the score.
We have a game match
H6.
Sicilian.
Oh,
Again,
I
router,
hoped for h6 or a6.
H6.
But
I mean, black is Basha, not my brother.
okay, right.
Yeah. So he decides to.
But, by the
avoid
way-
main theory once again.
Why they're playing the unrated games? Because their ratings on Bullet haven't changed since the first game.
I noticed same like in Blitz section as well. Like they played unrated games always.
Okay, that's kind of strange. Never mind.
Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, never mind.
Welcome
Because maybe
everybody.
my brother.
Great pleasure for me and
maybe
for
could
my
be afraid
colleagues to see
of
you all
it.
here.
Because since his rating is too high. Maybe
Yeah,
one
maybe.
lost cause like minus
Oh.
10, minus 15, something like that.
Yeah, but
Never mind.
if he won, for example, like to 0, then it would be good. But I mean, it's barely possible. So, okay, we have a comment on chat like hello Hyuk and Kosma, hello.
Hello, chat.
How do you enjoy the stream? Tell us in the comments. And by the way, some really strange things happened when I was talking about the chat and you were talking about the rating. So black managed to play d5 and right now she's a pawn down, but has some compensation. Right now bishop to e5, bishop to
But
c2, and
the pawn on c2 was just free. Like,
yeah, and
she could take by rook.
all of a sudden white might get worse.
Bishop c4 and pawn on d5 is also falling.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3-2. Like really,
I hope so.
yeah. Oh, she's playing really nice game.
Maybe take
Right now.
and well 93 and fork. Yeah.
Yeah. So she started playing like better in the bullet section. And rook d1. It's just winning.
Yeah.
Just winning. So 3 to 2 should come in a second.
But black, the white keeps playing.
Yeah, because she's really low on time.
Oh.
Yeah, but here, like, what can you play right now? Like nothing. So
Maybe.
I guess he'll resign in a second.
G5 was fork, by the way.
Maybe he's hoping for some stalemate here.
Maybe just yeah.
I know. Okay, so it's
3-2.
another point for Basia, and she's.
And we have modern Scandi again. Oh, white protected pawn on d5 by playing c4.
So she's
So I think
leading. She's leading in the.
she's leading. Yeah, she's leading.
In the bullet, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And how many points does she have to score in order to equalize the situation? Like four more points. But I think it's possible. Like
Yeah.
right now she's playing very confidently. 94.
Yes.
I don't like this knight on a4.
But maybe via c5, maybe somewhere. Maybe c5 here. Possible.
Yeah, like in the
Yeah.
Benoni,
Why
for
should
example.
play c5?
Yeah. It's still pawn is a pawn, and black doesn't have any immediate counterplay on the white's king, so white should be better here.
And maybe it's good the queen, like queen b2, something like.
Yeah, queen b2 runs into bishop d3, so and you
Oh,
lose,
sorry,
lose,
yeah,
lose a really important pawn, but
Maybe queen b3.
yeah, queen b3 is a natural move. Oh, g5.
G5 is
Now it starts getting really interesting.
yeah. G4.
And h5. Oh, bishop h3.
Oh, exactly.
But still, white has
Still okay.
her
Why
own
can play
possibilities.
bishop b7 probably?
Yeah, or
Or
bishop
g7.
bishop e4 and g3 later on, and just maybe queen e2 or g3 and queen e2, because the material situation is equal right now, but black has somehow weakened his king's position, so I guess
Yeah, if white
White is
changes
better.
this, then c5 is gonna be really strong.
yeah, white is just better. Like the only concern
White
you
can
can
play
have,
also a4 and make two pass pawns on the
Yeah.
inside.
yeah, but a4 is a6.
A4 is take rook a1.
I mean, like the only
Okay.
the only concern you have as white here is your b2 knight, and how do you make
Activate
it?
that knight.
Yeah. How do you make it play somehow? Like maybe via d1 to f2 and to e4, and suddenly it would become a really strong piece. But not sure. Like you have to play knight d1 at some
E5.
point. Like right
Knight
now.
d1,
maybe.
but king should go to e2, then after that knight f2, knight h3, but there's also bishops. So white tries to...
Oh, and right now it's knight c4. Oh, it's great. Like a few moves ago, it was the worst piece you can ever imagine, but right now it's one of the best pieces you can imagine. Like
Oh, what a positioner play from white.
Yeah, really nice, really strong.
Yeah.
So she's playing really confidently, and like the only problem might be the time, but still she manages to win the winning positions,
Yeah, but-
even on some increment, like when she's really low on time.
Nobody noticed that pawn on a6 is actually hanging.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. She's gonna mate. Like
Which is so nice.
yeah, that's the bullet.
Yeah.
So another point for Hyo, and it's
3-3.
3-3.
3-3, yeah.
It's tied right now.
He tries to so-called Lafon the opponent.
Wait,
Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I was reading the chat and okay. He tried to outsmart her, but he himself got outsmarted.
Oh
somehow.
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Take
Okay.
and black is just literally picks up.
Okay. Is he gonna resign? No. He
No, probably. Yeah, he's going to play till the end probably
Yeah, but
because he needs more time.
yeah.
King d7, rook c8, and it's just resigning.
He's gonna play as long as he can because he's leading still due to the fact that he won the blitz section, and the longer he plays, the smaller the chance that Basia manages to equalize the situation.
True. And knight can jump also via f5 or somewhere like h4 to exchange.
Oh, a very nice comment from Janek. Anyway, bullet is the awakening of the demon.
True.
Like Basia.
True.
Like she starts playing her best chess right now. Like, I mean, like the not the previous game, but the previous game was really good example of.
And the
this.
previous one that I also liked, like it was very
Like,
nice.
To some point.
Showing a positional chess.
Yeah, but
Before she blundered rook
Yeah.
g7.
so e4. Okay, it's like black just pushes her pawn to a1. Okay, and he's waiting because there are still 7 minutes left. So
7 minutes left, yeah.
yeah,
But a pawn is just marching forward.
yeah,
And
yeah. Just pre-moves like
resign.
a3, a2.
Yeah.
He's
like
playing.
Grisham once said, let's pre-move every move, something like that. He said,
Pre-move every move.
remove every move. And knight e2 just collecting all the pawns or just marching.
Yeah.
Yep. And f4 pawn is falling.
Yeah.
Once f4 is falling, every pawn is going to fall also.
Okay.
But he is okay. So knight is trapped. Cool.
The last try, like G6.
G6 was last try at the
Yeah.
pre-move.
Okay, so Basia won and is 4-3.
Do you know how is it called? Like Caro-Kann 2G6?
I don't know, don't have any
don't
idea,
know.
but I've played it once as white. And here bishop
Somebody
b5,
also
bishop b5,
played, yeah.
bishop b5 is really strong here.
Uh-huh.
Bishop b5
Oh.
and h3, just to not let black develop the bishop to g4, because if he manages to play bishop g4, then the d4 pawn becomes really weak.
True.
Like, I'm not convinced by the way Basia is playing this position, because her king is still left in the center, and like right now bishop g4 maybe. Just to
G4 and
or knight e4 is interesting.
E4
Also-
or even E5. Black can also consider.
Yeah,
maybe.
just to open up the position.
True. And here bishop G4 maybe.
Possible. But I guess he's afraid of queen b7. Oh, right now bc3. Okay, then it's good for white, because right now she can just capture on b7,
Yeah, it's kind
and
of.
the d4 pawn is
off.
protected by his camrate on c3.
Mhm.
Still, black has some compensation. The position is opening. The white's king is still in the center, so in the bullet game it might end up really bad for white if she's not precise.
Okay,
And right now
take
rook
and
takes
e4.
rook takes f3.
Rook.
Just pre-move.
Well,
like,
maybe it's not the.
I mean it's
correct
not
sacrifice,
working.
But it's funny.
For sure it's not correct, but on such time it might be really interesting for black to try this.
93 probably is a strong move right now.
Yeah, but queen d7 is also playable. Just to keep an
Oh,
eye
yeah.
on d4.
Oh.
Knight h4, some maneuvers just to deliver the checkmate, but
Welcome
But
everybody.
there's no intrusion
A great
for
pleasure for
queen
me
or
and for my
rooks, like heavy
colleagues
pieces.
to see you all here.
Maybe take and rook c8. Wait, black is exchange up basically. So, oh, sorry, it's not. Sorry.
Like d6, just go with your pawn. And
Yeah,
bishop
exchange
before, really strong move. Or maybe not that strong. I haven't seen queen
G3
g5.
needed. Yeah.
Not sure. Like, white should be
Knight
winning.
f3.
I just take and play
No.
d7.
But the bishop on e5 is hanging.
Yeah, I have to make some use of my strong d6 pawn. Oh, right now gh
So
gh4. Why doesn't she
GH.
take? Okay,
Yeah.
right now
it's just free
she
piece.
did take. But rook f1, I don't like this. It's passive.
It's too passive. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it must be winning for white. She's up a piece and
Just take,
and bishop c4.
Maybe bishop c4.
Yeah, bishop c4 was stronger in
Yeah.
order to.
Protect the a2 pawn.
Yeah, right.
Right now it's also.
Yeah, but
is white going
it's
to
not
win it?
it's not that easy.
not
Frankly,
that, yeah.
frankly, it might end up in an endgame bishop and rook versus rook, like rook and a bishop versus rook. Sorry, which is considered to be a draw.
The mission for black is just to exchange the h4 pawn and
Oh, you could
Like-
blunder a checkmate like king g5
I saw it.
h6.
yeah, I saw it.
Funny, like h5. Okay, that's strong. Rook f1
Oh.
and
And right now take
take.
and it's draw.
It's a draw, but still you have to watch out as black. Also, as white, you have to be careful. Just
Yep.
not to. Oh, okay, she captures the pawn, and it's gonna take quite some time. Oh, rook a4, it's just a
Yeah,
draw.
it's
Okay,
a big draw.
so
Maybe 1 or 2 games.
3.5,
3.5.
4.5. What the hell? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, never mind.
So here we have a London system, which I used to play, and I have a really nice game on London system. It's quite an attacking repertoire, isn't it? I mean, if black reacts like in a classical way, like bishop e7, then you can launch the attack with h4.
Yeah,
Generally,
it's possible. But right now, it's just better for black because she managed to.
Make a c3 backward pawn.
Yeah, just by using the standard plan of the minority attack on the queen
That's
side. In this Carlsbad structure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we
She
have?
has a very nice outpost on c4.
Yeah, but white has also his trumps, like the knights are kind of tricky here. Oh, by the way, we have some information from Janek that Karina Cywka, like one of the players from the Polish team, like went from +11 to -4 and to +7 into the European team chance.
Maybe because of some time trouble.
Yeah, maybe. Like I've also had such situations. Like it's not really uncommon when you're low on time. And here Basha is winning, but it's the last game, unfortunately, because the time has passed. Like it's 6:45 and the game is gonna end like 6:46 or 47. And it's gonna be
So bullet
time
section
over.
is gonna be like +2 for Basha, probably.
Yeah.
If she managed to win this one.
Oh, Janek writes it was between the 45th and 40th move, so like the
After the 40 you have a
you get the
half an hour more.
right.
Usually. I like this time control, by the way, because in Moscow, if you play here in Botvini Club, in the classical game, we don't get any increment after 40 moves.
I've played so many tournaments. You know.
Oops, the bishop is losing.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah.
Happened.
So, okay. This is bullet. So anything can happen, and now
C6,
bishop g6. Maybe.
Bishop g6 is very strong, yeah.
Yeah, just winning. And bishop h5 and
Everything.
queen f5 even, and bishop g4 or queen d2 even with.
Queen h6, yeah.
So
Checkmate.
checkmate here, and Hyo managed to even the score, and it was the last game, and the whole match ended up being won by Hyo. So congratulations for you. And
Thank you.
okay. So what's the general score? It's like for you it's 11.5 to, why does it, okay, maybe I shouldn't write it like here. Okay, so how did you like the match? Like, what are your opinions? Like, you want to say something, add something, tell anything about the games?
Yes, I can say something about the games. Well, in the bullet section, I was quite surprised that she's defending every my threats, and even she started to counterattack me. So I was really surprised by that, and I don't know, maybe I was tired or something else, but she played very nicely, very solid, and later on she attacked me very well. So that's why I was struggling the whole game, like whole bullet section. I was struggling.
Okay.
Yeah, but you finally you managed to equalize the game. So the last one was also like -4, something like you.
Yeah, but she was
down.
like, maybe she was just shuffling around his pieces, her pieces and something else. So I could counterattack with queen, and I started to fork rook and bishop, and later on I played bishop c6, and that was the end of the game. Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry for the bishop takes g7, just for the entertainment, kind of. Well, I should
Thank
have
you.
done it earlier, like when she pre-moved after d5, c5, I could go already for bishop takes g7, but I played it a bit later, so that's why this one happens. I'm sorry for that.
Thank you. And how about
apologize.
Basha? How was your feeling? Because with Kosma, we really liked one of your game when you played like very positionally. First, the knight was on b2, and
Yeah, it was one of the worst pieces we could imagine in a life, but then suddenly it became one of the best pieces we could ever imagine. Like the knight on c4 was really strong.
c4, and after bishop e5, knight went to even e4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that night.
Yeah.
It was on a4 on b2. Okay.
Yeah. So generally, how is your feeling? Also?
I think I was doing a little better in the bullet section, but still I'm a little too slow for that.
So,
Okay, so
because Hyo Lee was much faster. Like,
by the way, would you want to play some like another match, like a rematch, like in the future? Like, what do you guys think? Because
Well, I would love to.
because this
Yeah, me too.
because such a stream is kind of entertaining. Also for me, because
I think so. It's
I-
very entertaining.
yeah, for me it's easier than, for example, making a stream like commentating like solely like I did like the previous Saturday, because I had to sit here like for 6 hours, and it's really tiring when you're alone here. But when Hyuk joined me, and I'm really here, I don't have to speak all the time myself, and it's
true.
yeah, and it's really nice, like just to talk. And
Yeah, and eventually we can invite somebody else.
Yeah, for
Who is
example.
also interested. in our
And
match series.
maybe let's just ask the viewers, like, how did you like this stream?
I don't know. They are still.
In general, how did you like this idea of English streams? Because if I'm not mistaken, is the first English stream on this channel.
You had a Polish and a Russian one as a April Fool's joke.
Yeah, but it was a YouTube video.
Ah, YouTube.
I'm talking about the stream. Great idea. Okay, so Janek approves. What about Piotr? What do you think? And other participants in the chat. Because we can make that once again. Already it's all set up and I just click and start. So there's nothing more to prepare because the overlay is done, and like when you have free time and
But it's all thanks to Kosma. Everything was set.
We really appreciate
Yeah.
you managed to do everything and set
Yeah,
up
you are such a great
all
master.
those streaming things, which we don't know how to do, but you did everything.
okay.
Yeah,
so,
we can do stream in Russian as well because Kosma speaks wonderfully. Siemka nie wsiejść.
Shazok.
okay, so if you don't know what they're talking about, then just watch the video from April Fools, like last year. It's a video which I made with Piotr, and we were looking at some game of our friend, and it was in Russian.
Yeah, by the way, the game was just magnificent with the queen sacrifice at the end. At the end.
It was a nice game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just look at this if you wish, and I guess we're gonna finish right now.
Yep.
So
Yes.
thank you
Thank you
guys.
for participants. Yeah,
Thank you
it
for
was
the
a
games, Basi.
great game. Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you for the viewers. Thank you. Cześć.
Okay, thanks guys,
So,
and
do
bye.
zobaczenia. Bye bye.
see you later on some streams. Do zobaczenia na kolejnych streamach. No, może jeszcze w takim gronie jak teraz. Maybe with the company like this today. So, bye bye. Ahoj.
Bye bye.